Hello, my good friends. How are we getting on? It is Thursday. I am wearing a Starcourt Malt t-shirt from Strange Things. What else? It's time to play some R-Type, innit? If you good people haven't checked out on Patreon yet, if you're on Patreon, there is a poll at the moment to pick the Pokemon that we start with when we play Pokemon Leaf Green. That's going to be soon. Excuse me. It depends how quickly we get this done, to be honest. What else? That's it. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Jesus. Let's have a go, shall we? I think my R-Type clock on Retro Arch is at 21 and a half hours, I think. And I don't think I've played too much of this outside us trying to get the streams. I've played it a bit, obviously, but I very nearly died there. See, that one down there's the problem. What's he doing that for? Because I could quite easily die there. We've got a bit of a slower firing rate there for the start. We were on today 2,350 subs, which is madness. When you consider, I think at the start of, I want to say the start of March, we were at under 2,000. We were at 1,900, I think. 1,970 odd. I know, 2,500 competition. I will be decent, wouldn't it? Right. Let's focus up, shall we? So where's that Metroid gone? Such a good thingy. Such a good point, Dale. You need like, do you know, like the way you've got like big mirrors on the transit van? I mean, not comparing the R-Type ship to a transit van. But, I mean, you'd need some, especially now, imagine now. Calm down. Did well there. Not a bad firing pattern there. Alex. Let's go again. So what happened there was the fact that I didn't get the shield behind me. It kept kind of firing upwards, so it took the barriers that were holding that thing in. So by repeatedly shooting the same spot, which is very unlikely, that thing got free and then shot me when I didn't have the shield. Like I say, get comfortable. That's the thing with this. Like, I mean, how many times... I don't want to know how many runs we've done now. 50 odd, maybe. Probably more. It's got to be way more than that. It's stream number 9, and some of them we played for like 2 hours. So I bet we've done. I don't know. I bet we've done 80 odd. I would have thought. Like, how many times have we died like that? Like what? Once, maybe twice. That's the thing with this. It's just like that thing there. How many times has that happened? Like we've had ones that have stuck at the bottom. But now, what's that thing going to do now? Oh, it's just blown off. This meant that I can't get the right power-ups in order to kill everything I need. That's the thing, you see. That could have killed me. It creates the randomness is just what creates complete bedlam. Because the enemies turn up in the same spots every time, but they always do different things. Doesn't stop me wanting to play it a lot, which is good because we have played it a lot. But we'll keep playing it until we get it clear, and then we'll play something else. It's the way it works, you know. Looking forward to Pokemon Gunnery. Then that'll be a good one. Project X on the Amiga. That's a team. Is that Team 17 one, is it? Project X. I got like someone from the old Team 17 team and comments on all the videos. I can't remember what his name is, bless him. But I always find that a bit mad. Because I just obviously... I feel like saying to him, like, holy crap, as if you're a part of Team 17, I used to pirate all your stuff. He probably wouldn't appreciate that joke. You'd be like when McKeel gets a bit testy about joking about R4 cards. Shout out to anybody who's checked out the new episode of the Video Wizards podcast. I'm so happy with it. I do say every month to McKeel, like within about half an hour listening to it, like this is the best one, man. But yeah, this one, I'm really, really happy with this one. Copy pro 10 pot, you know what I mean? I'm not running some kind of amateur copying operation. Raining, is it? I've got the window open and it feels cold. It looks like it's gonna rain. Jesus. What better day to be sitting and playing Arts Out. Risk. Did Team 17 do that beat 'em up called Full Contact? Seem to remember. And they did like a beat 'em up that was fairly decent, right? I mean, Full Contact was a decent beat 'em up, but like it was a pre-Street Fighter 2 beat 'em up. Team 17 do body blows, did they? Do you know what? I'm not sure if that was good or or Street Fighter 2 on the Amiga was just that bad. Street Fighter 2 on the Amiga basically single-handedly convinced me that I needed to do whatever I could to get Super Nintendo. I didn't get one until a bit later, but game changer. Shot. Shot. And that. Body Blows wasn't amazing. That's the thing, innit, with Body Blows. It just wasn't as bad as Street Fighter 2. I remember Mortal Kombat being quite bad, quite comparatively alright on the Amiga. I remember a mate of mine had Mortal Kombat on the Mega Drive. And yeah, I was quite obsessed with Mortal Kombat at the time. But it's kind of aimed at me, innit? Do you know what I mean? I'm more like 12, 13 when it comes out. Problem. Ooh, geez. Don't really want to go too high here. Better. See what kind of pattern we get. Because we've been getting the bad pattern, haven't we? Last couple of times. See what he does. See what happens. No, wrong one. Well, wrong one, but... Level 4 done. That was everybody's fill, right? Honestly, for months, the only new Amiga games I had were the ones that came with it. For absolutely months. Like Lemmings and Deluxe Paint 3 and stuff, do you know what I mean? It was mad because, obviously I had we had Spectrum, didn't we? So I never got into that much piracy when I was really young, obviously. My brother did it all though, and like we had loads of games for it. But the Amiga was like my thing, you know. Just yeah, as soon as I got X-Copy and a few other bits and pieces, I knew I was like, right, I'm set here. aggressive. It's a problem. Yeah, I knew that got me. Ugh. What's happening? Watching this on brand new turns on chess. First try. Congratulations, guy, by the way. Good stuff, my friend. I'm really pleased. Really pleased that everybody's doing well. Oh. Right, let's go again. Yeah, it was a rough pattern, that one. Still. The execution on the levels is what we want. Tough shot when you get a thingy like that, you get a pattern like that. Legit copies of Lemmings. Nice. Yeah, the Lemmings was the one, wasn't it? I remember, I think I told this story in video, but I remember a mate of mine had his dad had Civilization on the PC, on the Amiga, and for some reason, because until games got like cracked, a lot of the brand new ones had copy protection. For some reason, like when games started having like codes and stuff that you needed the manual or a thing for, I don't know if they got lazier with it or they just thought that'd be alright. But honestly, like Civilization, all 4 discs copied perfectly straight out of the box. I just remember. Now, I've said it was the thing, it was in the manual, but it wasn't right. What it was a friend of mine had, and I remember this, had a PC magazine, because it was on the PC as well. And the PC magazine had a big pullout of a technology tree that one of their guys had drawn, or designed, or whatever, like a flowchart telling you exactly how to get to whatever. Literally not realizing that this was the key to being able to pirate it properly, because you do about, do you know what I mean, half an hour, 40 minutes, and then there'd be like a cutscene that'd say, everybody from the land says you're not really the king. If you are the king, tell us how to get to thingy, and there'd only be 2 answers. Like, and the person who did it in this PC magazine, either unwittingly or like a hero to all us wittingly, had just stopped you having a copy, an 80-page instruction manual, because the technology bits are on the bottom corner, and just put it all in one location. And we did it all on we did it all on A3 paper. So we all had, everybody who played Civ had an A3 like pullout of this big technology tree that just single-handedly foiled Sid Meier's best hopes of stop pulsing piracy. But I just remember the first time like I played a game that got to that length, and the guy was like, but how'd you do, like, do you know what I mean? Something ridiculous like flight, and you're like, well, probably it's probably physics and invention in it, and they're like, well, what is that? Yeah, fine. I love the narrative of that, the fact that, do you know what I mean? Like, so if you get it wrong, it says all your armies don't believe that you're really king, so they all desert you. Really? What? 3000 BC? Because the king doesn't know how to make it. Fucking Foreman grill or something. They're like, nah, he probably ain't the one, to be honest. No questions of like, what even is this technology you're talking of? We're sitting in a palace without electricity, and you're talking about the geezer being able to make an attack helicopter. But that aside, it was a great introduction into the world of piracy for me. But that felt like we'd won, you know. That felt like short one for the 13-year-old pirates. I don't know, that didn't make any sense in my head. It's just that thing of like, like you'd have all the royal advisors round, and it said, oh, many scribes from around the land cast doubt on your original, do you know what I mean? Legitimacy is figurehead of this great tribe. If you are, do you know what I mean? Tell me how to build a Ford Escort Mexico. What are you fucking on about? Done. Or not. How long is this one taking to kill? Lens lock. How are we, Danny? You didn't used to wait for Team 17, did you? I can't for the life of me somebody, but I looked on somebody's YouTube channel when they started following the channel, and then they commented on the videos. Like, during my time at Team 17, I was like, oh no way. Me and my friends love pirating your stuff. I remember Premier Manager on the Amiga had one. It was like a wheel, I seem to remember, like with all these results on it. And it was like, set this wheel to like, give you like little coordinates. Calm down. Briefs on the Codemasters, nice. Populous on the Amiga got a cool pirate. Should you God's face yet find its name in the manual? That sounds incredible. You're like, it is Steve. Steve, the god of Betamax. Yeah, I remember some of them used to be different colours, didn't they? Like, they just wouldn't photocopy. Word clearly got out about the year. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This is bad. Never worried. Yeah, I am now. We did well to survive that long there. We'll count two of the wheel. People photocopied it. Guybrush Threepwood invented the wheel. I thought we might have just about managed to escape that. Yeah, I'm in for the long haul here. We've got at least another hour and a half of playing this. Do you know what I mean? Get yourself comfortable. This might be one of the streams that has a fabled mid-stream brew. Do you know what I mean? I'll tell you what I really like doing. Do you remember that stream we did a couple of Saturdays? I'd say a couple of Saturdays, like 8 months ago. That stream we did a couple of Saturdays ago where we played Super Mario Bros. 3 all the way through. I really enjoyed that. I'd like to do that with Super Mario World, but I think it'd take too long. I think I'd need like a full day on that. Do it. You gotta do it without warps, haven't you? We could try and do it without 96, but without warps. I reckon we could probably do that in one. So don't do. Although I'd want to try and do all the special levels. That's the thing, though. maybe multi-part that live. I don't know, there's so many things I want to play. I think that's why I'm so, like, stressed on... Not stressed, but so thinking about getting R-Type done. There's loads of stuff I want to play, but at the same time, I'm really enjoying playing R-Type. Snowman was good, wasn't it? Yeah. I was quite happy with the... Until the Rocky video, I was probably most happy with Snowman in terms of just the intro and how it looked kind of cinematically. How's it going, Mikhail? That mighty dub carrot tops. Yeah, I know what you mean, Prince Warcraft. I think, like, if you're playing something that's fun, like I couldn't do art. Well, you say I couldn't do R-Type all day. If we don't get this tonight, I'll probably do it all day Saturday. We can do this, you know. It's just fitting the pieces together. I'm legitimately looking forward to next Saturday though, because I'm going to Arcade Club. That's a thing again. Going with a couple of mates, like we're going to well, I'm going to play R-Type, honestly. And I'm going to play Ghouls and Ghosts. Probably Turtles. Maybe Simpsons. Probably Hard Driving. You know, all the classics. I should probably play a bit of Salamander as well. Full TMNT NAS run is doable. I don't think it's doable live though. Well, they're all doable live, aren't they? I don't think it'd be fun to try and do live. Since we died on that a while ago, I'm so paranoid about that. Yeah, they got hard drive. Yeah, there's a photo of it. There's a photo of it on the Video Wizard's Twitter account of me at the hard driving cab. I sent him a kill and I was there. I was like, check this out. Nobody's got Peter Patrat kill. I don't think even Atari have. Well, that's how lied. They've probably still got all those lunch boxes. You know what I mean? Wristbands. But yeah, I doubt they've got any actual machines. Yeah, it was a while ago. Well, it'd have to be a while ago, obviously, because arcades haven't been a thing. Well, arcades haven't been a thing since the 80s, really, but I mean, Arcade Club hasn't been a thing since the pandemic, obviously. Me and my mate Jim went to Arcade Club in February, like 2020, obviously just before it all kicked off. I didn't get a chance to as well, but thanks very much to everybody on Patreon for your continuing support. It does mean a lot to me. And also, you'll be very pleased to know that I have decided not this month to buy a 4K monitor I was looking at that I really want, because I got it with like basically near 800 quid bill from the mortgage provider stroke solicitors. So yeah, the Patreon plunge this month has gone into moving house, but I do appreciate it. See, that was decent. I just hope that I'm able to work a bit more soon, you know? I hope I'm able to get to watch a few people have some fights. That would be really handy. Because, you know, everyone knows what it's like moving out. It's just everything's an expense, isn't it? Like every single thing. The hard drive in an old video shop was full sit down in 1990. God almighty. You got to rent out. It's probably the Showgirls money. Tim Pot, to be honest. The Showgirls effect. Yet another Video Wizards classic. Oh, Mikhail, it's what I like to call the Showgirls effect. Basically, people who are too ashamed to see a certain film at the cinema, so they then rent it multiple times on VCR. You know what I mean? Thinking about it. Keys are going straight for the top pan. Forgot I had to kill her. Problem is I'm a bit out of position here. Wait. You're okay, you're okay. Fuck this, I think. What are you doing? Yeah, fucking stupid. Oh, Jesus. That was poor. Still, let's go again. The other problem with this, right, is the fact that because it's so easy to die, it's basically impossible to practice. because, like, as you probably tell, like, that time when we had all the playthroughs where I got to level 6, we got a good percentage clear on level 6. I think we had 4 goes at level 6 and got through it 3 times, I want to say, or something like that anyway. Like, so obviously I'd run quite a few kind of states and stuff. And what I've been focusing on is 6 to 8. So I've been trying to, like, set a state up to start at 6 and see how many times I can finish. And the problem with that is the fact that the amount of time we spend on 4 and 5, which are both very easy. 4 and 5 aren't hard to die on because we were practicing loads of 4 and 5. And then I practiced loads of 6, 7, 8, and we can't even get there because there's bits of 4 and 5 that I'm like, oh yeah. Therein lies the issue. It's about piecing together the perfect run, right? We'll get there. On the plus side, level 1 music's amazing, never gets old. You got this. Thank you, Amy. It is good, isn't it, to be honest? See you in a bit, McKeel. Take care of yourself. Spartan work ethic, by the way, my friend. Putting in more hours than Orville Red Factor at the moment. Probably slightly less butter. Go on, Orville. Level 5 hasn't been great to me today, Marty, is it? By the day today, right? So I'll get to first thing in the morning, right? Me and my good lady wife go to see the mortgage fella, right? Bit of a chat, sort some stuff out, paperwork sorted. He's got a dog, it's amazing. I'll have to like, oh my god, like he bought his dog in the office, and this dog is gorgeous. So that happened. I mean, that always. At the end of the day, I had to pay nearly 300 quid for an impromptu kind of survey. And valuation. But if I'm being honest, I mean, I did get to see a dog, so I mean, swings and roundabouts. But, so that happened, right? Then I got my good lady wife to drop me off at work. I went to work for like 3-4 hours, sorted some stuff out, and then walked home and drove my good lady wife to the vaccination centre so she'd get a vaccination done today. And then on the way back from said vaccination centre, got a letter from the solicitors saying, long and short of it, basically the process of this application, because of the management company, because it's a leasehold property at the moment when we're selling it, we need to order X, Y, and Z to send to the buyer solicitor, which is another 500 quid. I'm like, oh, jeez. And then I got home, and the great Moose messaged me, which was decent. Asked me how I was doing for flapjacks, the usual. I sent the great Moose a week transfer link to download that montage that is long enough to put on Twitter. I just thought it would be quite good. Probably they can stick it on like Instagram or something. And then I got back and I thought, I'm going to make some food here, but I didn't know what to make. I had a look in the fridge, looking around a few different bits and pieces. Flapjack deal, right? I got back and ended up making a Mexican cheese and double chicken burger, but on like a sesame seed bagel that I didn't cook. Like I just wanted it with some sriracha mayonnaise. Just incredible. I'm well at it without pan down. Okay. I'll tell you what else as well. I did today. I had to go down there. Me and my good lady wife. We went down to the storage locker we've got. So we put a load of stuff in there. Because after the solicitor said, "Oh, we need X, Y, and Z," my good lady wife was like, "We've still got all that. I'm sure we have." So So we went down the storage locker to try and find all the paperwork to do with the house. I was reaching in all these different boxes to try and find stuff. We found the paperwork and messaged them, and they were like, no, like, thanks for this, but we need they'll have to order a new one because all the stuff's changed. It needs to be within the last 6 months. So I was like, oh yeah, not a problem, not a problem. So I go back into the storage locker to put the house paperwork back. I get a random box. It's just full of stuff, obviously. And obviously we packed all that stuff up beforehand. Yeah, so I get this random box. Put all this stuff in. Hit the top of this box. Who is in that box? But the original Cool Nook. Yeah, my red knuckles with a pair of sunglasses on. I was like, oh, sick. Yeah, Cool Nook currently in storage until we move. Oh, I can get him a desk at the new place, like. I'll tell you what, we're not bad at the first few levels now, are we? Don't need that, do we? Right, let's focus. Full speed up to no shield, was it? That's the dream configuration. Why? Feels like we haven't done the normal pattern in ages. Echidna in a box. Push Echidna sunglasses, box of sticky book there, that's the one. Teabag, club biscuit, man. Tell you what else happened as well, right? So I got to work, and Dad was like, right, I need a cup of tea. And one of the women I worked with was like, oh, there's no milk. I was like, you gotta be shitting me. I was like, no, there's no milk. I said, what, none at all? She went, oh, there's only a tiny bit of milk left. I said, how long has it been in the fridge for? She went, I don't know. I looked, and there was a 2-pint like bottle of semi-skim, and I thought to myself, how bad do you want a cup of tea? And I thought to myself, pretty bad, to be honest. Let's level here. And so I did the time-honoured sniff test with the milk. Fine. I was like, what are these people, you know what I mean, worried about? It's not like it's cheap or anything. It was fine. So I had a cup of tea, and the guy I worked with, who'd nipped out to do something, came back in and was like, oh, I've got some milk. And I was like, oh, nice, good stuff. And then he just came up to my desk and he goes, do you want a twirl? I was like, of course I do. Look at your asking. He goes, there you go, I bought you a twirl. I was like, what a gentleman. Randomly went to get some milk and was like, do you know what, I reckon Ben, he bought other people in the office one as well. He just came up to me and was like, do you want a twirl? I was like, fucking hell I do, yeah. Thank you, my friend. This is a gesture that I will always remember. Right, so what I'm going to do... That's going to go backwards, yeah. We're going to bum rush this thing. That'll die before it gets to me. I mean, that was a risk. No, I'm not going to buy Emma to it. Right, let's focus. Sure I am. Wow, I might be able to make that. Just. Let's soon find out. I might have to get another speed up here. But I'll die if I don't get it, so... No, I haven't got it. Touch. Never died there once, you know. Alright, let's go again. These things happen. Got a new furthest bit though, right? Got plenty of time, yeah. At least we know we can do it, right? All it takes is getting there and then we'll execute. Yeah, what happened there was, I was panicking too much about getting that speed up, really. So I moved a little bit, and the unkillable spiral thing was coming soon. But obviously then I got an enemy I couldn't get out of the way of. Well, that's a shame. Still, new personal best, right? There ain't that much left of this. Not at all. Was that, we got all the way through 6 and 7 the first time we got there though, right? That's decent. See what I mean though? I thought we had that. Still. We'll get this if he kills us. That thingy was a bit mad as well, to be honest with you. That level 7, like the placement we got on that, I could have quite easily, I want many pixels off dying there. But you have got, the good thing with that boss is you have got a bit of time there. In terms of like, there's about 4 or 5 different safe-ish spots there that you do have to kind of thingy maneuver around like. Cool to get to level 8 though. It just goes to show we can do it. Let's get there again, right? We can do this. That is heartbreaking. The other thing as well is, I mean, how long's a game like that? How long was it from level 1 to level 8 then? Some nice thingy though. Some nice patterns. The other thing with the boss level 5 is that generally you won't get the same weight twice. So he won't, because he can't, do you know what I mean? So he'll bounce to whatever spot on the wall, and then he'll bounce a different way. And most of the time, what you'll find is he'll go in not an opposite, but do you know what I mean? A different direction that he's come in. So if he kind of comes towards you quite slowly, generally you can kind of maneuver a little bit. 17 minutes. It's good to know. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. It's about a 20-minute clear then. What was that about? And yeah, the level 7 bit's pretty mad, isn't it? Like, I'll tell you what else is new as well. You've probably noticed that method of killing those, the method of killing the dops is new. Because previously, if you watch the run I did before, the method I used was to just avoid all the dops, which is good, fair enough. But the problem is, right, that if you've got the fort on the front of your ship, which you will have, it's very easy to die there because it's hard to judge where the force stops and your ship starts. You know, it's harder to judge hitboxes with the force that way. And so I watched what did I watch? Oh yeah, I watched the replay burners clear of this Tulu, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is quite cool. And he got to the dops and he had the same weapon as me. I thought that's pretty weird. Like, it's normally like you'll find they'll have some. They use the red laser quite a lot. Few other bits, and I was like, oh, okay, I wonder what he's going to do here. And then literally, you just line the laser up backwards and just kill them all. I was like, it's never that simple. So I got my stake going, had a few goes of that, and then was like, yeah, well, we'll have another go. And yeah, I managed to get that pattern kind of down. This is a risk. Dead. Oh, we Anders. Anders Olsen from the land of the ice and snow. No, not Grimsby, Sweden. Amazing. What a gentleman. You've just missed, Anders, one of the most heartbreaking deaths of this entire, this entire 9-video saga of me trying to beat R-Type without dying. I got all the way to level 8, the final level, and then got hit by a giant baby. But I mean, these things are sent to test us. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Too early on that, but I think we're all right. Clear space. Solid. Just. Never worried. I don't know why I keep doing this. Body. Actually, some are decent. That's good to hear. Problems. Real problems. Touch. Not so much. Oh, Jesus. Wait. Too much of a risk. Go. This is bollocks. It's not a bad pattern. Oh, God. Really? Really? You're not telling me a pea shooter makes that much of a difference on the stopping power of them. Right, let's go again. Bollocks, that one. That wasn't ideal, was it? It did take a lot of damage, didn't it? It's not just me who thought that. I mean, that's bollocks is the customary exclamation for when we die, be it bollocks or not. But that felt a bit like, do you know what I mean? I gave that thing both barrels and it was like, nah, I'm alright. A chin like Clubber Lang, that thing did. I'm glad it's not just me. I'm glad the comments are thinking, are echoing the fact that that was yeah, that was bollocks. Chill like Jimmy Hill. There you go. What a one reference for the kids there, the kids of 1965. But hey, you're not going to you're not going to occasionally throw outdated references. Then you're really not going to fit in. Still can't believe we got a level 8. Level 8, that's so rare dying on that bit. It's not that rare, that, but I mean, quite rare. I mean, we should have killed that. We should have killed that and been playing Snake It now with a cup of tea. And a can of moose juice. Well, you say that, Lawrence. It's when I've got time, and I've got time most evenings. I'm just trying to beat R-Type. Thursdays we stream anyway. All of I'm trying to make out like, it's not like I've got a habit here and I'm trying to justify it all. been out in the sun, Anders, working on that year-long tan. That was phenomenal. Geezer did 5 weeks on Fat Island, came back looking like Mr. T. Bless him, what a tan. Metroid there saying, Metroid Prime. I'm on a graph, Lawrence. Mate, I didn't recognize you by the end of it, Anders. Turned up like Thor and went home like Marvin Gaye. Phenomenal. Look at that. Mayweather pull counter. Just pull that thing in a firing and then absolutely obliterate it. One intervention. Wow, Chris, I don't know what to tell you. That was funny in all fairness. It was such a positive stream as well. Do you know what I mean? You must have been absolutely bricking it, like, watching all the other games come up and then everybody would be like, oh, this is really good, do you know what I mean? Even the games that weren't like, I wouldn't say Thingy was amazing. I wouldn't say Crackdown was amazing, but it was fun. And like the music was good. And it was at least playable and it had some kind of funny elements. And there was like a bit to it. And that Game Boy game was really good. And Silver Surfer, I think, surprised everybody. Because obviously it's just got a reputation for being difficult. It was actually fun, wasn't it, Silver Surfer? It's like a good laugh. It was a good laugh because we did better at it than I thought we'd do, to be honest. That was good. That was a good, that part of level 4. Probably thinking, come on, let Crackdown be rubbish. And then when everyone started enjoying it, I'm like, oh, for Greg's sake. To be fair, the second Timpop made a joke about the title and said it should have been called Crackdown and Shine Tipped, and it was already going to be better than Slaughter Sports, wasn't it? Realistically. I mean, I think you'd fallen at the first hurdle, if you're being brutally honest with yourself. Missile kill that then, did it? Yeah, it did. What a touch. Okay, we're okay, we're okay. Plenty of time here. Now the key here, right, is to hug just a couple of thingies in. So even if one gets past, the bullet can't kill you. And then the same again. So we've got to wait for the platform, you see. Because if I wait, if one falls down the front and gets a shot off, it can easily kill me. I might struggle here. Let's find out. that. That's too early. Oh, Jesus. I got a couple more in me, I think. These things happen. We're getting better at this. That's the toughest bit of that entire level, really. Like, judging that. It's so hard if you make a mistake with that. Because you've literally got seconds to try and correct it. Still, we'll live to fight another day, right? Might get a brew after this one. But this feels like the kind of stream we should carry on playing, really. You know? Because we've had quite a lot of good tries. We got to level 7 twice. We've only got to level 6 twice, but we've done it both times, you know? Like, yeah, I've got a good feeling, you know? It's like anything else. It'll break eventually, you know? It'll break before I do. Before my Buffalo controller does. That was unlucky, though. That laser is by far, and I've seen my first playthrough on that. I used the red lasers, blew up that thing that you hide behind, and then the problem is the fact that like it's really hard to kind of get good positioning after that. If you go back and watch that, you'll notice there's a really nice kind of thing as well, like before we die, where you see I'm locked in the top of the 3 kind of like little tunnels. I shoot a laser straight at the wall just before I move, and it bounces off the wall and kills the one that appears behind me. That's quite cool. I kind of, yeah, it's saying, oh, I figured that out myself. Like, I've not seen anybody else do that, but it doesn't mean that other people don't. Do you know what I mean? This clear, or these attempted clears, are a mishmash of loads of other people's kind of work and my own work and our work to try and get there, you know. But like, I remember doing that the first time, and I was like, oh, that is cool. I like that. But yeah, you basically do that and then move, and then you've got a very short window of time. A couple of those to turn up. Those are the toughest ones. Those grey ones are, because they heat seek, don't they? They heat seek and they fire randomly. We'll get there again though, right? That thing is cool though, isn't it? That the dodge pattern's cool, right? Like with the floor to ceiling laser and putting it on backwards. I really like that. I just think it takes a lot of the, provided you're able to kind of get enough shots off, I just think it takes a lot of the risk out of the situation. Because normally you're just kind of moving there and you have to execute a load of very precise moves in a very short window, really, you know. Right, what I'll probably do is, right, we'll have this one, then I'll go get a brew, come back, we'll have a few more, and then who knows. Can you imagine trying to put a loop clear of this together? Jesus Christ. $26 watching. Hello, 26 people. If you haven't already, please consider hitting the subscribe button, hitting the like, and looking at all the stuff in the description box. Obviously, after this finishes. We've got all kinds of fun stuff in there, including discount codes to protein snack and energy drink distributors based in the UK, and some stuff about Patreon and an Amazon affiliate link. Yeah, all kinds of good stuff. What I might have to do with these streams is I might have to create a separate playlist for all these. Like, I might just do it R-Type live playlist. Because how many are we on now? 10, is it 9? 9 streams worth of me trying to beat R-Type. It's a lot of R-Type. That's not a bad thing, though. Oh, jeez. Also, thanks to everybody who checked out a video yesterday, which was a 1 credit clear of Rocky on the Sega Master System, complete with montage, featuring one of my dogs, little Bertie, bless him. That was a lot of fun to put together. What about it? The good thing about going up there at that point is, if you notice that robot, it's quite slow firing. So compared to when he's actually on the screen, generally doesn't thingy straight away. Doesn't shoot straight away. So once you've cleared the stuff that comes across kind of behind there. Montage. It was a good montage, so we wanted, to be honest. I was happy with that. The Mighty Moose were also not the Mighty Moose. The Mighty Moose were also very happy with that montage. It's funny though, isn't it? Like the amount of time we spent playing Rocky, trying to get good at it, only to realise that unless you can hit 7 hits per second on the speed bag training, it's basically impossible. The crazy thing with that is, it doesn't just make a difference to you, it makes a difference to Drago, which is insane to me. The bonus round that you do to fight Clubber Lang, right, dictates how Drago fights, which is just ridiculous. Like, if you're full power, so you've overqualified on all the training, so you've got 85 on the punch bag instead of 60. You've got 7 shots a second on the speed bag instead of 2, which is by far the hardest thing to do legitimately. And you've got 80 on the focus miss instead of 60. Then, and if you'll see that from the clear, Drago's the easiest one. He doesn't even make it out the first round. I think Apollo gets done in the second, does he? We do Clubber in. Clubber takes a while. He's quite tough. That's a scrappy little encounter. Calm. Shot. And again. What am I waiting here for? Yeah, I'm dead here. Yeah, that's unlucky. I played myself a bit there. Yeah, that t-shirt, I did have to apologise. I did have to do you know what I mean, put a disclaimer up to say that, yeah, this might look a bit sinister. Might look a bit harrowing. God almighty, we're just so close to getting clear, this is ridiculous. What am I doing? Shot. Shot. Yeah, the niche. It's targeting a very specific demographic, I think. I reckon I've probably got another couple of clears in me. So we're Rocky 4. Yeah, I've been watching the thingy on that. Because I was on quite a big rock tip, obviously. I've been watching loads of clips from a lot of the other films. I didn't realise that there was obviously I saw, because you very rarely see deleted scenes these days because nobody ever buys the DVDs, you know, or the Blu-rays or whatever you want, whatever format you want. Nobody buys DVDs now for 20 years. Nobody buys the home release generally, and if you buy it digitally, you don't kind of get all that stuff a lot of the time. But like, I watched a thing with a load of deleted scenes on Creed 2, and there's like one of the saddest scenes I've seen in ages, where I think I talked about it last time, where Rocky goes to Thingy's funeral, Spider Rico's funeral, and there's about 3 people there. He talks about the fact that Spider-Rico had a daughter, but couldn't remember where she lived because he'd been hit in the head that many times. I was like, Jesus Christ. And he's like, sometimes it's sad when you lose someone like this. But he says basically, for Spider, it must be a bit of a relief. It's like, no matter where you're going, it couldn't have been much worse than where you started and where you ended up. Jesus Christ. It's really well done, like. But I was like, I just wondered, like, because obviously they're a big thing into, like, playing into that whole kind of universe, aren't they, you know? Like, oh my. That first film's nearly, like, 50 years old, right? When was it? 70? 45 years old then, yeah. It was Rocky 1, 76, wasn't it? '76, yeah. Right, I might wait here. Shall we? Yeah, go on, we'll wait here. If I die, I die. I'm not that bothered. Levels. Switch, right? That method of killing that boss on that level was the method that I used when I actually got my clear, which seems mad now because it's so risky. Like, you've got to be so perfect with that. There's literally about 2 or 3 spots where you're safe and the rest you're not. And I think that's why I got put off from a lot of clears, because I'd get to there and just die. I just got really sick of doing the first few levels, you know. Here we go. Pull counter. Oh, Floyd. Do you know what I mean? My head's falling off here. Right. I'm gonna get a brew. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Right, we ready? I got a couple more in me, I reckon. I watched an episode of Chucklevision the other day that had like the guy who plays Traegard in, Hugo Myatt, as like a vampire. Quite funny. Oh, Traegard. You get a lot of children in a dungeon now and put a blindfold on them. It's a completely different kettle of fish, isn't it, really? Spellcasting. Y-E-W-T-R-E-E. Contents of Traegard's hard drive were found to be, ooh, nasty. Spellcasting microwaves, get rid of that hard drive. I'm sure he did, Chris. It was the 80s. Oh no! What have we done? What have we done? Poor Hugo. I'll tell you what, he got rid of that Alf pretty quickly, didn't he? Bit sharpish. Pickle. You imagine the stream gets pulled just as we're about to get the buzz. Hello, yeah, we've had ITV on. They weren't asked when you were talking about Peter Shilton or Michael Barrymore, but Hugo Myatt is a treasure. Pickle. Wayne Lineker. I'll tell you what, like, I do miss playing everything else apart from R-Type. Punch Out. Bang. Do you know what I mean? just run upstairs to make a brew. Obviously, my house is upside down. You'd be glad to know that Mrs. One Credit Classics has currently no adverse effects of her first vaccination. She had the Pfizer one, is it that? I love how they were like, well, better not take it if you're under 40, you know, risk of blood clots. I'm like, I am 40 and 6 months, about how you feel, right? I mean, I get there's got to be a cut-off point. Like a ladders on team that beat Nightmare and got drunk on a train home. Funny, one of the craziest things that happened to me, right, regarding getting a train home and stuff, right, was so one of the shows that I judged for, Cage Warriors, they had like a big hiatus. So I started judging fights in 2010. And in 2012, Cage Warriors got in touch and asked me about judging some fights. They were the first ones who took me kind of internationally, so I went to like Dubai and Kiev and a load of other places kind of judging. It was really eye-opening for me, do you know what I mean? I was only kind of early 30s, you know, like, and it wasn't long after them that like I ended up working with the UFC, so it's a big deal, right? So they did all these shows in 2012, 2014. And then they stopped at the end of that year, and I was like, I was gutted. Obviously, like I really enjoyed working those shows, and they were more importantly, they were a good bunch of people, you know. So like, but in 2016, they kind of came back, and we're doing these shows. Really? I mean, this is the problem. Force just doing what it wants. Might still be able to get this. The missile target and that is it. Amazing. Jesus Christ, I nearly died then. There you go. Oh, did it kill it? But yeah, so 2016 they came back, right? So I'd started, they had some shows in the middle of London. Obviously I lived in Stoke. First one was at the Camden Centre, I want to say, like bang in the middle of London. So like, I mistakenly hired a car and drove down, right? And obviously like they sorted me out the thingy for it, like put my expenses in, everything was fine, but it's just the fact of what an absolute upheaval it was. So like, give you an idea, it took me about 5 hours to get down, and then the show finished at like about 11, and I ended up driving, just getting straight back on the motorway, driving back home, and being home for like some stupid hour, like 2-ish or something in that neighborhood. Anyhow, so all that happened. And so when they announced they were going to do County Center again, I was like, I'm not doing that. I'll get the train. So I got an open return ride. So you can go from Stoke direct to Euston. Is really easy. Like, it's like one train, so it's really handy. And like Euston Station's right by the County Center. So we got down there. I thought, this is such like no hassle. Why didn't I do this last time? And I looked at the times, like the trains back, and there was one at like 2 minutes past 11 or something, and the show was scheduled to finish at 11. So I thought to myself, oh god, there's no way I'm going to get that. But I'd got this return, so I could get back the next day. But I'd made plans to like get on someone's floor, but I just really wanted to go home, you know. So the show started, right? Main card started. Main card was like 9 to 11. And the top 2 fights were both title fights, so there were 5 rounds, right? So the first title fight started, the co-main event started at about 10 past 10, and it finished in the first round. So it was about 20 past 10. I thought, this is beautiful. I could end up getting on the train here. And then they showed like a video package to promote like something or other. And I was like, I don't need this. But I had all my stuff like ready to go. I'd already given in all my invoices and I'd already been paid, right? And the main event started, title fight, 5 rounds, and it nearly finished in the first like 20 seconds, and then it went really kind of standoffish, you know, like both guys had exchanged some big shots and were kind of just standing on the outside a little bit, and rightly so, do you know what I mean? They'd both been kind of rocked a little bit. They were just kind of it was like really nervy. Got to the end of getting to the end of the first round, and I was just obviously in the moment judging the fight, like, do you know what I mean? But I just remember thinking to myself, as we got to the end of the round, it was quite clear like who kind of won. Got to the end of the round, I remember thinking to myself, oh well, like I'll get the train tomorrow, do you know what I mean? I'll message like this is one credit, say look, I haven't been able to get back, I'll see you tomorrow morning, I'll get the first train back. Oh, won't be too much of a big deal. The last 10 seconds of the first round, one of the guys got hit with a really, really big shot, and he stumbled down onto all fours basically, and the ref went in and he stopped it, and I couldn't believe it, honestly. Oh no, I've done this wrong. No, I haven't. No, we're right. And I couldn't believe it, and the fight finished, and then I was like, oh, I better go home. And if you watch, like, it's so funny, because if you watch the actual footage, there's like the most clear thing you can see on TV is they're like, still the fight's like basically just that second finish. The thing you can see on TV is me getting my bag on my shoulder and just running off. Like the show finished. I just nailed it like straight out the back of the fire doors to the venue, and ended up I ended up catching my train and getting home. And I remember sitting on that train and thinking to myself, like, what a glorious adventure this was. It seemed so unlikely that I was going to get it. But yeah, I ended up like sprinting all the way down to get to the station. It's incredible. And then I got home, I got back to the station, and then I was like, oh yeah, I haven't got a car. So I had to walk from like, we're good. I had to walk from Stoke Station to my house, which is about, not long, but I mean, it was like, gone 1 o'clock. Like, I remember just walking back thinking, what a ridiculous adventure this is. How was this happened? But yeah, I've never been so happy to get a train in my entire life. I'm so made up. But yeah, there's the footage somewhere. I'll try and find it and post it up on the group. Like, it's just like literally, it's still like showing the replays and just see like the shadow of me like hastily saying goodbye to people. That was fucking lucky. Levels. Oh, the London Midland. that used to do Stoke to Euston in like 3 hours. Ridiculous. I do love the music on this level. Come on. I might die here. Yeah, couldn't get. That's unlucky. That's the problem with that. Nah, let's go again. We can go again now. I reckon I got another couple of games in me. I'd love to get that clear, just so that could be the one with the missile line. How are we, Reg? What protein-filled moose-based treats have you been snacking on today, my friend? But it's funny, right? Because about train journeys and trekking up and down the country and judging and stuff like that. And the funny part of it is that like when I started working with the UFC, and I started getting kind of to do kind of stuff that was a bit more kind of high profile, I had loads of people message me about, oh wow, do you know what I mean? Like, not just well done, do you know what I mean? Some nice kind of messages, but for every kind of one like that, I'd have quite a few people going, oh, I'd love to do what you do. What do I do? How do I get to judge fights in the UFC? I'm just thinking to myself, like, I'll tell you, but I guarantee you're not going to want to do the leisure centre grind for the best part of a couple of years on the off chance that then an opportunity will present itself. Yeah. Like, what's his name? It's like I was like Quince when he's talking about the Indianapolis. He's just talking about, have you ever driven home from, I mean, have you ever driven home from Andover at 1 in the morning? Have you ever driven to Portsmouth and back from Stoke on the same night for 100 quid, not including fuel? No, you haven't. Do you know what? You don't want it. If you ever done a show for 100 quid, got trapped on the M25 in torrential snow, had to sleep in your car, and then driven home the next morning down up the A1. No, you haven't. Believe me, you don't want to. It ain't all nice hotels and photographs. It really isn't. It's just a grind. But it's just, I love judging fights, but that's the bit that people really don't get. It's like anything though, isn't it? I suppose, if you want to be good at something. And the funny thing then is like, obviously like, after I'd been kind of doing it for a while, I'd get maybe promoters of new shows like approaching me and saying like, oh, we'd like you to judge a show, can you sort us out 3 judges or all the rest of it? And they'd be like, how much? And they'll always be like, oh, how much will it cost? And like, you can't go back, can you, you know? Like, so I look at the financial side of it, it's got to make sense, you know? I'm not kind of on that grind like now. So I'm like, oh, well, it'll be this much. And they'd be like, oh, no, we were only looking to pay X amount. It's like, I bet you were, yeah. That's the thing, you know? Like, it takes 15 minutes to kind of judge fights, you know? 25 to title fight. But if you're booking me to judge a fight, you ain't paying for the 15 minutes, you're paying for the 12 years, you know? It's that simple. It's gotta be worth it now, you know? It's like anything though, isn't it? When you start doing anything, like, and if you're trying to get established, then yeah, you do the exposure gigs. God, like when I was writing, it was great exposure. And when you're writing and you're first starting out, great. You know what I mean? Build your portfolio up. Same with judging, you know, or anything really. Like if you want to get better at something, by all means, you know what I mean? Do those opportunities, take those opportunities on the small kind of circuit, because they are essential for you to develop your craft, you know. People always talk about like the UFC. And my good friend Mr. Mark Goddard is probably one of the greatest referees in the world. Which is the same thing. Like you graduate to the UFC. You don't graduate from it. It's very true. Like you need to have done your miles by the time you get there, you know. Because you'll have done your time on the Legends Center circuit, you know? And you'll be confident about the cards you're putting in. When you do the big shows, right, you won't have 50 roided up lunatics all supporting the mate who's turned up to fight a Lithuanian bricklayer, do you know what I mean? All screaming behind you. All spilling beer and shouting, you know? You get the hard yards in at the start and then you know everything else makes a lot more sense. It's not to say there isn't pressure with big fights, because of course there is, but it's different. You don't fear for your life, you know. Well, not in Chechnya, but that's another story for another day. come on, that's unlucky. Yeah, I came forward because I thingy that tried to I went too early for the spinning disc thing, to be honest with you. I was trying not to get speed up as well. Yeah, we'll get it. Yeah, I've probably got one more clear left. And then we'll have to go tomorrow. It's Saturday, and then we'll just play it till we beat it around. Right, question for you then, X-Mosquito, regarding the last boss. Right, I've seen 2 or 3 different schools of doing that. I've seen some who will wait in the center while the boss battle, the last bit, and I've seen some who will wait for the first like spinning thing to fire, and then fly up to the ceiling and wait there. Which one have you done on yours? Because I haven't watched your clear in a while, to be honest. Because I've seen both, but I just wondered, like, if you got a preference. I've seen both, and I've kind of done both, really. Yeah, at one point you have to move forward. Yeah, it's the it's when the satellite thing turns up, doesn't it? The spinning disc thing turns up. Have you ever tried R-Type 2, incidentally? I've seen quite a few people try that. Interesting. Oh, Lloyd. Oh. Right. So this is the last one. Come on. That's unlucky. Right, my friends, I'm going to call it a night there, all right? It is 8:30. Jesus, my hands hurt a bit. Oh, we'll get there next time, right? Thanks very much to everybody for coming along. It's been a mammoth stream. What a load of fun. The clear's kind of just around the corner, right? We'll get it. Probably won't be tomorrow. I reckon it'll be Saturday, realistically, unless there's a radical change of plan. But if there is, I'll be in touch. But thanks to everybody. It's been a lot of fun. Check out the links in the description box as always. And check the links out and do what you normally do, my friends. We'll get it next time, right? Take care.